The eminent stakeholders and concerned leaders drawn from the various states of the Federation took a deep and strong view of the situation in the People's Democratic Party and resolved that the seemingly unattractable crisis in the party is as a result of inexplicable refusal of a few to adhere to the party's constitution, with particular reference to Section 36(1)(a), (b) and (c), Section 47(3) and 5, and Section 48(1)(i), and the definite Supreme Court judgment regarding the position of the office of the National Secretary of the party. The eminent stakeholders and concerned leaders, led by the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, said they are alarmed that the party is in inevitable path to self-annihilation if urgent steps are not taken to rein in the desperate, divisive, and selfish tendencies that brought the party to its knees in the lead-up to the 2023 presidential elections. The group also said the divisive tendencies have unfortunately found expression in the conduct of certain interests within the ranks of the party, both at the National Executive Council, National Working Committee, and Board of Trustees levels. Consequently, the PDP eminent stakeholders and concerned leaders resolved as follows: that to finally arrest the inexplorable drifts towards extinction in the PDP, the party must without further delay respect the judgment of the Supreme Court, and they therefore unequivocally reaffirmed that Senator Sam Mayawu is the duly elected and substantive National Secretary of the party, and that in the spirit of fairness, including federal character principles and respect of the PDP constitution, the party must take an unequivocal pronouncement zoning its presidential candidate to the south in the 2027 election after the unbroken years of northern presidency under President Muhammadu Buhari. They added that in line with the provisions of the PDP constitution, only the National Secretary, Senator Sam Mayawu, can issue notices of meeting of the National Convention, National Executive Committee, National Caucus, and the National Working Committee, and to this end, all notices not issued by Senator Sam Mayawu and actions founded in them, including correspondences to INEC, are null and void and of no effect whatsoever. And according to the PDP constitution, only the National Convention, properly and duly constituted, can remove Senator Sam Mayawu, the National Secretary, arising from his status as a member of the National Executive Committee of the party, and therefore demanded that the acting National Chairman, Umar Damagu, and the National Secretary jointly issue a notice to INEC with an attached agenda for the National Executive Committee meeting of the party, being the only pathway to abide by extant laws.
We therefore demand that the acting National Chairman and National Secretary jointly issue a notice to INEC with an attached agenda for national activity of the party, being the only pathway to abide by extant laws. We, stakeholders, reiterate our commitment to our great party and urge all members to uphold the rule of law, to respect constitutional mandate, resist all legislation aimed at subverting the party, and support the efforts of National Reconciliation Committee headed by Excellency
The stakeholders reiterated their commitment to uphold the rule of law, respect constitutional mandate, resist all mechanizations aimed at destabilizing the party, and support the efforts of the National Reconciliation Committee headed by former Senate President Senator Bukola Saraki. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.